What's going on, everybody? Blazing here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And we are talking the brand new fusion, Tholin FoulBeard. Now, I absolutely love the way this guy looks. I think he is phenomenal. One of the best looking fusions out there. I will say, I think as of right now, the dwarves have the best looking champion, and that has to be him. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. Am I right? Am I wrong? Who do you think has the best skin in the game? I'm going to go ahead and... This guy just looks... I don't know. He reminds me of like a World of Warcraft Iron Dwarfs feeling, right? Let's take a quick peek on how I have him built. So, I didn't go too crazy. I wanted more of a realistic build, right? So, we went Savage, and we have One Piece Slayer to get that 100% crit rate. Stats wise, we're looking at 39k HP, 6.3k attack. I think that's reasonable. 248 speed, 100% crit rate, 275 crit damage. And I don't care about accuracy or resistance in this build, right? He's only using it on the weekend for the A1. We don't really care. I did not use a relic. I did think about putting on this one, Maleficent Talent, but not a lot of people have relics, so I'm going to hold off on using any of those relics for now. As for the booking situation, I did fully book him. We have the Coalition event that does need to book him. I waited till CVC to get some a little bit extra points. Blessing-wise, we have a 1-star on him, so we went with Cruelty because the A1 is AoE. I think that's going to be a really good choice. As for masteries, we came down offense and defense tree. We went Helm Smasher, we took Kill Streak along with Methodical, we took Bring It Down, Cycle of Violence, Whirlwind of Death, Single Out along with Heart of Glory and Keen Strike, and then ended off with Deadly Precision. Now, because I'm not going for accuracy, I did not want to go down the support tree, so I went down the defensive tree and we took Retribution, we took Delay of Death, we took Blood First, we took Improved Parry, and we took Defiant. All right, so let's try out some live arena. Let's see what happens here. Now, he's definitely on the slower side of my account, so I don't know how well we're going to do, and I don't have him in Stone Skin. So let's go ahead. We'll start off with Marius to give him a ban pick. I'm hoping that they'll ban Marius over anybody else. Who knows? Okay, so they took my Arbiter. Let's go Fabian and Estrid. And then I'm going to bring in Lammasu just because he's kind of slow. I mean, and she is somebody that a lot of people have. So we'll bring in Lammasu. Of course, he brings in Commodus. All right. Actually, this might not be bad because these are both demon spawns. So I think that might actually work for us. We'll ban Arbiter. Zavia. Interesting. Okay. Actually, yeah, we'll ban Armands because I don't like Armands. All right, he banned my Estrid. Hopefully we're faster. We'll see. If we're not, then we're pretty much a SOL, then it is what it is, right? And we are faster. Cool. All right, so let's go beef him up. Okay. Attacks all enemies on the A2 before attacking, places an increased attack buff on the champion for 2 turns. So let's go ahead and take out Arbiter. Ooh, damn. Damn. That wasn't bad. That was not bad. I'm not going to lie, guys. All right, let's go ahead. Lockout. There we go. Fear. Oh, no. No, come on. I'm not going to lose for this. Come on. Oh. In the middle of recording a video, too. Come on. No, I know my internet connection's fine. Let's go. Don't be messing with me. Seriously, I'm going to... Oh. There we go. Okay. Here we go. If it procs... Oh, and he got weak hit. Doesn't matter. No, you shouldn't have done that. All right, let's just go A1. So I think overall that wasn't bad as a test. He did what? 240k no one was wearing Stone Skin, but I feel like that's not actually bad for the A3, right? We couldn't really use anything else because we we kind of killed everybody with Marius. Why didn't people ban Marius? Why did you leave Estrid and not ban Marius? Especially when you're bringing 2 mythicals. Come on. All right, so let's give him a tryout in Doom Tower just to see what the damage skills are going to be like. We'll bring Arbiter. We'll bring or Lydia. We'll just take a quick peek just to see how much damage he's going to do, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Arbiter, too fast, too fast. All right, so we got decreased defense and weaken out on everybody. The A3, what are we looking at? 79, 60. I mean, we one-shot everything. That wasn't too bad. What are we looking at total damage here? 430k. So if we're dividing that by 5, what are we looking at? About 80k per each hit, I think. All right, so we're on stage 39 of Doom Tower. Now, we're not that high up because this is a brand new rotation, but we'll get Arbiter in here with the increased attack. Lydia. Let's see. We got decreased defense and weaken out on everybody. A1. Holy smokes! What the hell was that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That was the A1. That was the A1. What the hell? Decreased defense and weaken out on everybody. A1, slow hit, 90, 72. What was that? Holy smokes. I did use the A1. That was actually for an A1. That's pretty strong, right? We'll try it on in some Hydra too, and just actually, I don't have Hydra open because I've already done all my Hydra keys. Damn. Okay. Let's go decrease defense and weaken. A2 on the Jungle Hunter. He's negative affinity, 96k. Pretty solid. Can't lie. Right? Let's try it again with the A3 here. All right. Decrease defense and weaken is out. And again, we'll go on Jingle Hunt. Well, the A3 is AoE. So here we go. 70, 59, 64. I mean, we one-shot everything. So I'm not too upset. Again, this is stage 39, so it's not crazy, right? We'd have to get a little bit of a fair build or higher up. I guess let's take a peek and see what we do in maybe I think for Spider, we'll probably end up killing all the ads, right? Actually, I don't want to do Spider. Let's go and see Dragon Hard Mode 10. Not Spider. Come on. Okay, Dragon Hard Mode 10. And we'll bring in our usuals. We'll even put him in the front to get some more increased attack. Okay. Whoa, whoa. All right. So decreased defense and weaken is out. A3. We're going to pay attention to, we'll go with Venus. Here we go. 140k. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, just with the decreased defense out and the weaken, we got him down to 50%, if not more, right? So I kind of like that. Let's take a look at the A2. Actually, let's take a look at the A1, because that A1 seemed pretty nutty. Here we go. A1, 70k, 100k. I'm thinking if we can get him really fast at this, at what he currently sits at, like 6k, that's pretty good. Maybe get him a reset or something. I think that would be pretty good. Let's take a quick look on the A2 here. Yeah, we'll waste the energy. Just because I'm wasting the energy, guys, make sure you like the video and give it a thumbs up. And then maybe subscribe, you know, because I'm not a tier 3, so I'm using all my resources here. All right, so we are going to go on Venus. A2, 127, 119. Pretty solid. You know, and we are working with Savage. I do have full ignore defense almost everywhere, right, in any stage. So when I showcase it, it's definitely going to hurt a little more. I kind of like this. Let's take him into some arena fights and see what he's going to do there. Let's go into Classic Arena. I think Faction Wars, he's going to be a phenomenal beast. All right. Damn, I'm all the way in Gold 4. You know what? This seems like a tough team. Let's go. We'll put him in here. We'll take out these. Lamasu. Hopefully this works. We'll just want to see a damage test, right? All right, here we go. Increase speed. So we can never weak hit against her, right? Against Crixia. So, all right, here we go. A1, no decreased defense, no weekend. Well, we got a weekend on him. But we'll try with the A1. Here we go. Damn. I mean, the shield, we took out all the shield, and that was a pretty thick shield. So we took out all the shield. Damage-wise, what did we do? We were sitting at 34K. I think the shield was a lot more. I don't think we get... Yeah, we don't get credit for the damage on the shield, do we? Let's try that one again. Let's try that one again. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not a thick shield. I was looking at Siegfried. That seemed like a pretty thick shield on him. Okay. So. Let's... Okay. So A1, again, we're hitting. Weak hit there. Yeah. Okay. So arena-wise, I mean, tanky champions. Hitting into reaction. Got it. Let's see. Maybe something a little bit different. You know what? I kind of like this one. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Decrease speed. Increase attack. There we go. Okay. So we got a double hitter on the A2. Can we knock out the rest of that Rhodos? Boom, boom. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely solved the issue with the Rhodos. All right, let's go. Lamasu cleanses him, resets him. A2 on Marichka here. 49, 58K. Yeah, okay. I mean, not crazy, but I think as a average build, as something that I would say is achievable by everybody, I think it's not bad. I definitely think, and here we go. I definitely think mythicals are not busted, right? I definitely think that, sorry, he is going to be better for PvE than PvP. So I don't see him as a PvP nuker. That said, if he's the only one you have, it won't be bad. Let's go. Can we get the A2 here? Let's go with the A2 on Gizmak. No. Let's go A2 on Rhodos. Okay, so even still, I mean, Rhodos looks like he was built with about 50k HP. So we still took care of it. I don't think, again, I don't think he's going to be a PvP champion. I would strongly urge you not to use him as a PvP champion. Now for live arena, I mean, the showcase there was a little different because we were going against a speed boost team and there was literally no whatsoever. Let's try up against Taras because he does have some damage mitigation. Of course, I don't need Stone Skin, bro. Use weekly teams with Stone Skin. I want something really tanky that's gonna... This one seems fun. Let's see what happens against Volcanos. Yeah, I mean, for arena, for live arena, he might be some fun to play with, especially if you have... Yeah, if you're going up against a go first team. Here we go, A2. Not bad. Not bad. Again, arena reset, not useful, but maybe we'll have some fun with him. I think overall though, it's not bad. All right, so let's give him a little bit of a try in Chimera just because I don't have a Hydra key available. So turn meter boost. Would go Lydia with the decreased defense and weekend. A3, and this is Nightmare Chimera. We're looking at 82, 86, which seems to be on par with most nukers. Unless you're using like an enemy max HP hit, right? Actually, we can keep going, so it's not going to matter. All right. I would have loved to see what he would do in Hydra, but the A2 here we go. Double hitter, 109, 81. Okay. It's okay. We're not, it's not crazy, right? All right. And then the A1, what do we got? 26K. Weaker ones out of all, but hey, we got that extra turn. So now we go back into the A3. And the A3 this time hit for a lot less. Do we have decreased defense on? I don't know. All right, so let's go give him an overall rating of what I think he's going to be good for, right? All right, so let's start off campaign location. I think he's going to be a 5. AoE hitters, really solid. I agree. Arena offense, as an endgame player, not really. Early game, yes, but you're going to grow out of him really quick. He does have an affinity issue. So I'm going to go ahead and say Arena offense as a 2. Hydra, I really think based on the multipliers that I saw for Chimera, I don't think he's going to be that useful for Hydra. So I'm going to go with a 3 there, right? Spiders then I think he's actually going to be pretty solid because it's AoE on the A1, AoE on the A3. I think for this one, depending on the team you have around him, I will go ahead and give him a 4. I think he's going to be a really solid champion. Minnow, I'll give him a 5. Seems like a good farmer. Demon Lord, I mean, if you have a Phonax, he's going to be easier to build and he's probably going to do a decent amount of damage. I don't know if the Demon Lord can actually weak hit him or not because he doesn't get crit against demons, but I would guess Demon Lord being a demon. But anyways, that said, for Clan Boss, I would say I'd give him, yeah, okay, I'll give him a 4. I'll give him a 4 because I think after the 50 unkillables, you're pretty much dead. Arena defense, I'm giving him a 2. Dragon's Lair, for the wave clear itself, I think he'll be good, especially if you're using like a Thor and him together. So for that, I'll give him a 3. I don't think he's going to be great on the boss. Faction Wars, I think he's going to be really good. This is the only place I would give him a 5. Void Keep, I mean, neutral affinity, AoE. If you did take a healing mastery, right? I think, yeah, we can give him a 4 there. We can give him a 4. I don't think he'll solo the higher stages like 20, but I think you can use him as a farmer for stage 15. Chimera, I don't think he's gonna be that great. So I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna go with a 2. Force Keep, I'll give him a 4 on that one too. Magic Keep, he has positive affinity, so he does have that for him, but I think 4 is there as well. Fire Knight, that one's going to be kind of tough because he does not bring a lot. He does take care of the ads really well, so he will be able to nuke them, but I don't think he's going to be well on the boss, so I think overall fair rating for that one will be a 3 there. Ice Golem Peak, absolutely not. HP burn all the way. He will be great for the ads, but he will kill us on the boss, so we'll keep him on a 3 there. Spirit Keep, he has negative affinity, so he will have that going for him. There's no demon spawn at the boss, so we'll give him a 2 on that, and that's mostly because he's weak affinity, so he's not going to have anything crazy there. Sand Devils, I haven't seen anybody come up with anything crazy to change my mind, so he's definitely going to be a 2 there. Phantom Shogun, depending on how high of a blessing you have, could be well. For this one, I feel pretty comfortable going with a 3. I think that's going to be good. Iron Twins, he's attack based. He's going to die very quick, so I don't think he's going to be really crazy here, but I'm going to go with a 2 just because it's not really, he won't survive. He won't survive. So do I agree with the total score that he's gotten here? You know, a lot of 4.5s, 4.7s, 4.7s, 4.6. I think a lot of people are overhyped because it might be their first fusion, you know, only 591 reviews. But thinking logically towards the end game, investing your resources in this guy, I think he's good for PvE content. I think he'll be a lot of fun. Now, I may be wrong on some of the other things that come out, and I will always, you know, I won't backtrack, but I will admit when I'm wrong. But I think as he currently stands, this is what I think his ratings are for me. I think they're pretty fair, right? Arena, again, not a crazy thing. I would love to do a little more interesting showcase for him in Hydra, but I think it's going to take a lot of things to make him work and to do a lot of damage. So you guys let me know in the comments down below, where are you using your Tholin FoulBeard? Again, I think he is a great champion. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not changing my opinion from my original one. I just, after playtesting him, after looking at the multipliers, I may have tweaked it just a little bit on what I thought was useful and not useful. That said, I still do not regret going for him. I don't regret booking him out, especially because we're getting the extra points from the coalition event, right? Which, what the hell, I guess, is one of those things. Why would you put that there, Plarium? Anyways, that said, let me know in the comments down below where you guys using him, what you think. Was this a fair showcase? Did I showcase him with decent stats that you guys have, not what I have, because I can always upscale mine? Does this work for you? Join us every Sunday, 2 p.m. EST for the Knights of Teleria podcast, where we dive into the world of Raid Shadow Legends, discussing everything from free-to-play strategies to pay-to-win insight, and covering the journey from early to mid-game. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned player, we have something for everyone. Don't miss out on the Knights of Teleria podcast, the only podcast for Raid Shadow Legends. As always, much love, much appreciation. Be safe, be well, be good to each other. I'll catch you guys next time.